بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. We are gonna see now how to use the new translation tab in the new content management sheet. So we have our first column, which is the cycle code. So we have C1, C2, C3 until now. For each cycle, there are a set of posts. So we have the post code in the second column. Then we have the post type. So whether it's an album, it's a text, it's an infographic. The type of the post, which is could be organic or ads. Most probably, we are speaking about more than 90% of our posts are organic. There are some ads. Uh, what is the difference? We are gonna say what is the difference between organic and out regarding translation. Then raw material, which is the post itself, which needs to be translated, and then there is the TOD, which means text on design, which needs also to be translated. This is the text that is going to be inserted on the picture of itself. Actual submission date, it is the date where this post was actually created. Comments for translator, if there any comments for you as a translation team. Then we have here the for ads only. So if we have ads in the this column, the content team is gonna select whether it needs the translation for Spanish, Portuguese, or Filipino, which is the languages we are using ads for. So, for example, he could say that I need this since it's an ad, I need it for Spanish and Portuguese only, and Filipino he is gonna leave it unmarked. So we translate it for Spanish and Portuguese only. So if you find here uh, ad not organic, so you need to check here which language we need to translate because ads are not translated to all the set of languages we have. They are translated to only Spanish, Portuguese, or Filipino. So this is the use for ads only. Until now, all posts are organic. That's why neither of these boxes are checked. Okay. So any gray cells are protected, so you don't have access to change it. And this is considered the input that you need to start your work as translating. So here you find languages. So for example, here uh, Jana, that's the translator name. She inserted the translation of this post, which is English, translated into Portuguese. So she inserted the post in Portuguese. Then the text on design, which is in English now, we are enemies, translated into Portuguese in the next cell. Okay. So remember to translate both the raw material, which is a post, and translate the TOD, which is text on design, inserted here in the translated text column, and the translated TOD in the translated TOD column. TOD, since it is a gray cells, so you don't have access to change. Submission date, which is the date that you completed or inserted this text. It is just double click like that, and you select a date if you are working from your PC or laptop. If you are working from your mobile phone, you need to insert the date manually, but make sure you insert it in the correct format. And if you inserted the text, for example, it's not gonna accept because it needs a valid date. So you need to insert like this. So it doesn't accept. Why? You need to have the month, then the day, then the year, and voila. So it's month, day, and year, and it is gonna accept it and write it in the correct format. If you are using PC, it's more easy. Just double click and choose the date you submitted these text. Okay, next two columns are gray, so as we agreed, you don't have access to change. Submission month is this an automatic, so this text should be submitted during July. So, for example, here the due date was the 25th of July, submitted on the 30th, so that's why it says overdue. The rest are pending. So, for example, if we submitted this the 26th of July, like that, 2025, so okay, let's make it 24. So as you see, it's changed its status to on time automatically. And the rest for the rest of languages, the same. So for example, Spanish, you just need to write the text, the TOD, beside in the column named TOD. Russian, so I need to type in here in the Russian translation for this post and write the Russian translation for the TOD. For sometimes there are no TOD, so we with a picture will not have text on it, so you don't need to translate anything. Or the review team still didn't review the TOD. So whenever you find a text, raw material, the post, and a TOD, it needs translation. Whenever you find it blank, so there is nothing there to do. The same goes for all languages. You find all languages here: Italian, French, the same concept. You put the translation in the translated text column, and you put the translated TOD in the translated TOD column. So we made this column freeze, so whenever you go to the right, it remains that you can see it easily, and you don't have to go back at the beginning of the sheet to see the raw material and TOD. And that's it. Any cell in white, you have access to change, but any cell uh, in gray, you don't have access. Okay. Last thing, if you see something like this, so we have some posts C3, we don't have raw material or TOD. This means that this set of posts or this cycle are still under review. The review team didn't complete his review. That's why you as a translation team, you don't see the last final posts that need to be translated. So you gotta each week or each couple of days make sure that you translate it if it after it appears here. Thank you for the time. جزاكم الله خيرا for all the efforts you are doing. May Allah accept. سبحان الله وبحمدك أشهد أن لا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. جزاكم الله خيرا.